4 years that I spent in the Middle East taught me an awful lot. Lesson number one, tough talk must be backed up by tough actions. President Trump yesterday promised military consequences at a level never seen before if the Iranians closed the Strait of Hormuz. The Iranians literally flipped 2 birds at President Trump and attacked 3 civilian ships, here, here, and here, possibly another one up by Iraq. The Iranian president tweeted, quote, "The only way to end this war ignited by the Zionist regime and U.S. is recognizing Iran's legitimate rights, payment of reparations, and firm guarantees against future aggression." As Joe Biden would say, good luck in your senior year. Now Trump must make good on those threats. Yesterday, we told you that in order to win, all Iran has to do is outlast the political resolve of Donald Trump. Tonight, there is now a more complicated question on the table. How does Trump teach a lesson to an enemy that seemingly doesn't fear death? In fact, many in Iran embrace death. The Japanese invented the modern-day suicide bomber with their kamikaze attacks. Even they accepted unconditional surrender in 1945. 2 atomic bombs dropped on their country. They weren't willing to sacrifice anyone else. The Islamic Republic will let their entire population die to save the regime. This will never happen with Iran. Every day, American commanders brag about how much they have blown up inside Iran, and it is incredibly impressive what the American military has done. Here's CENTCOM Commander Admiral Brad Cooper.
To date, we have struck more than 5,500 targets inside Iran, including more than 60 ships, using a variety of precision weapon systems. Just yesterday, we had strike waves nearly every hour from different locations and directions going into Iran.
It is impressive, but the mullahs don't care. The regime isn't breaking. In fact, Iran is still exporting oil while blocking the Strait of Hormuz for everybody else. The Iranians are now actually making more money than they did before. 3 vessels in the strait have been hit by projectiles in the last day. There's no reason that any other ships are going to transit the strait right now. For his part, President Trump seems to be getting kind of bored of the war. Here he is saying today that we won.
As we take decisive action to stop the threat posed by the terrorist regime in Iran with Operation Epic Fury. Is that a great name? Well, it's only good if you win. You know, you can only do. And we've won. Let me tell you, we've won.
And if this were a traditional war with a typical adversary, it would be understandable to feel that way. The Western military is built off bombing your enemies into submission. But that's based on the enemies being afraid of dying. Afghanistan is called the graveyard of empires. The Taliban and its precursors fought long, ruthless wars that eventually meant the Brits, then the Soviets, later the Americans gave up. An enemy that doesn't fear death is very hard to beat. And as we are learning right now in Iran, it is impossible to beat them in a 2-week bombing campaign.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.